TMI? Too much information? Nah, tell me immediately. You know I will. Hi girl, hey, what's cooking, good looking? What is new? Welcome back to my channel if you've never been here before. Hi, I'm so grateful that we found you. Come join the family. I have my hair rollers in. I thought it would be fun to do my makeup and have a little girl talk and really spill the tea and dive in deep. I'm dealing with some really bad dark circles. In the winter, my freaking dark circles are just insane. So that's me. Anyways, we're gonna start with the Rhode glazing milk. I recently bought this and I am in love with her. I need a lot though because my skin is like so dry in the winter. I don't understand. I feel like the first topic that we should hit on this girl chat is boys. Let's talk about them. Actually, let's talk shit about them. No, I'm kidding. Everyone wants to know how many boyfriends that I've had. And my answer to that is the only boyfriend that ever matters is the boyfriend I have right now. My king. Literally my king. So that is an irrelevant question and we don't need to know the answer to that because like literally the only person that matters is my boyfriend. Period. Everything else, that shit was a fever dream, a lucid dream, a nightmare. I woke up and I found my boyfriend. And that's all I care about. What is my biggest red flag in a relationship? There's a bunch of them, and I'll tell you all of them. I'll tell you the tea. If your boyfriend doesn't like your friends, or your friends don't like your boyfriend, think about it. If your boyfriend doesn't like your friends, he simply doesn't like you because your friends are a direct representation of who you are. Like my friends are literally me in different bodies, and I am them in a different body too. So if their boyfriend doesn't like me, I'm like, do you even like her? Because like, we the same. For real. The next red flag I have is you want to date a man who loves his mom, okay? But not a man whose mom is in love with him because there's a difference. Like you want his mom to love him and thinks he's amazing, but like you don't want to be in a relationship with his mother. And I don't know why there's so many guys out there with insane mommy issues where I'm like, do you want to date me or do you want to date your mother? Because which one is it? Because I ain't your mama. You listen to me. Okay, like I'm not gonna be your mother. I'm not gonna do that. My next thing, and it's not like necessarily red flag, but you need to stop like praising men for doing the bare minimum because then you're always gonna be stuck with the bare minimum. I think from the very beginning, you gotta be like so straight up like, this is not gonna roll with me. Maybe someone else, but it ain't gonna be me. If he can't plan a freaking date, it is bing, 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 bing. It's a red flag. Okay, if he can't plan a date, sweetheart, he can't plan a future, especially not a future you're gonna be in. He needs to be able to plan a date, and also he needs to not be lazy. Those are like my red flags. This also goes for girls too though, like don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, girl. Go get a job, go get your license, like, you know, have goals. I would pay close attention to how he treats like servers and people that are helping him. How does he even treat strangers? People that he's not in love with, how does he treat them? Is he kind? Y'all wanna know. Have I ever been cheated on? Girl, we can make a whole podcast episode if you want. I'm honestly saving this topic for when I have a podcast. But let's just say, while I was dating a guy, he gave me back my necklace. Yeah, it wasn't mine. Whose was it? I'm still wondering. You're wondering, I wanna know too. It really doesn't matter. But have I? Yes, I have. Being cheated on is low-key like a canon event that I fear I couldn't miss. It was just gonna be included in my life. I couldn't miss it. What is the worst date that I've ever been on? Let's debrief. I was on a date before, and while I was on the date, his girlfriend called him. Yeah, so who was gonna tell me you had a girlfriend? And I was driving. Why was I driving on a first date? Anyways, I was driving, his girlfriend called him, and I said, get out of my car right now. So I kicked him out of my car. I did. I don't give a fuck where we were. We weren't at his house. I don't know how we got home, but like if your girlfriend's gonna call you while you're on a date with me, you're a bag. My best dating advice would simply be to never settle. There is a love out there that is so good for you, so pure, so real that you don't even know it exists. Like it's so good. There are things out there so good that you wouldn't even know to ask for them. So do not settle. If you're like a couple months into a relationship and you're like, I don't know, like if you have to convince yourself to like him, you convinced yourself to date him? Absolutely not. Pour that love into yourself, into your friendships, into your family, and the right one will come along. So y'all want to know about my celebrity crush? I don't have one, and I'm not even being a simp in the way of like, how could I have a celebrity crush? I'm dating my crush. I honestly just I don't have one. So y'all tell me your celebrity crush, please, in the comments down below. and I will read them. Let's talk about flirting, okay? Because honestly, I feel like I pulled my man. I had some riz there, okay? Literally just be yourself. Men are such simple creatures that you honestly just have to be yourself and be so straightforward. Like if you like a guy, just tell him you like him. And then what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? He's gonna say, oh, I don't like you back. And then you didn't waste your time. Thank you. Thank you. You're so stupid that you didn't even see how sexy I am and how kind I am, but that's fine. I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna meet better, okay? Period. If you like a guy, honestly, just tell him that you like him. Just make your life simpler because it's actually so simple. I like you, you like me, let's kiss, let's date, okay, we're in love. The thing is, when you're dating the right person, it's not complicated. I used to think that love had to be so complicated and so intense and you had to fight. And if you weren't fighting, it's like, well, you weren't that in love. When now I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that it's just so simple. It really is like, I love him so much. He knows I love him so much. He loves me so much. And not only does he tell me he loves me, but I feel that he loves me. Just respect each other, care about each other's hobbies, each other's goals, and just love. Just because somebody in the past broke your heart or made you feel like you loved too hard, there's nothing wrong with you. Just because somebody else didn't appreciate the type of love you give. There is somebody out there that loves the same way you love and loves so hard and so intense and they care and you're gonna meet them. I wanna switch topics now. I'm done talking about boys. Let's talk about friendship, girlhood, friends, making friends after high school, what it's like. Let's just chat. I feel like I need a little powder. I'm looking very greasy. So I met my girlfriends. It's actually a really funny story. I met my girlfriends through my ex-boyfriend. So it was the girlfriends of his friends and now they're my best friends, okay? Obviously no longer dating, but I'm still best friends with the girlies. So my friend group is a group of 4 girls and we're all so in love with each other and it's just no drama because none of us like that. I love friendships that are just easy. There's no drama. You just respect each other and you just don't fight. You know what I mean? Like we're in our 20s. We don't need to fight about stupid high school shit. There's Emma, Maddie, and Ashlyn. I've actually known Ashlyn for 6 or maybe 7 years, I think, since I literally lived at home and love her so much. But let's chat about the worst thing a friend has ever done to me. I always struggled so much to have like pure friends that just genuinely cared about me, genuinely wanted the best for me. Some people are still friends with the people from high school. I have a couple friends from high school, but I don't feel as if I really connected with anyone in high school except for my couple friends, which I love so much, love them like literally with my whole heart. But I didn't feel like I really stayed in contact with people from my high school because I just didn't have the same goals. We didn't want the same things. And I was bullied in high school, okay? So y'all were mean to me. Yo, people were mean to me. Sorry guys, I had to do the eyeliner off camera. I cannot do eyeliner on camera. That is not a thing in my skill set, but at least it's done. Anyways, I could have the longest list of things a friend has done to me, but I'm gonna be honest, as much as I want to really give you guys the tea there, I feel like some things you don't have to share on the internet. You don't need to share all the details of a breakup or a friendship breakup. I think that those details and who the person is will reveal themselves. And it's not my job to do that. I think especially with my job now, it's hard to make friends too that like don't just want kind of like the perks that would go along with being my friend. I don't want to sound full of myself when I say that right now. Like I'm talking about the PR, I'm talking about the trips. Like it's very hard to make friends that truly just want to be my friend and also just have the same kind of goals as me. I'm only 22 years old, but I don't like, there's nothing wrong with going out and partying. I think I already did that when I was 19, but now I'm like, I don't want to drink. I don't want to party. I literally just want to follow my dreams and go to Pilates. So I've always struggled with like making friends, especially now that this is my job. I don't know how to like go about friendship. Not to be depressing right now. I have my 4 friends who, there's 3 of them. It just works, you know? Like we love each other. They're my everything. So I'm like, why would I fix what's not broken? However, if I was gonna talk to you guys about friends, I would honestly just say like, if someone is being a bad friend to you, like friendship especially, like you don't get to pick your family, but you do get to pick your friends. So if somebody is choosing to treat you like every day, you don't need to choose to have that in your life and you simply do not deserve it. Toxic friendships are not good for anyone. They're not good for the person that's being toxic and then they're also not good for you because you don't want to put up with The craziest rumor I have ever heard about myself was when I was in grade 10. I had hyperhidrosis, so it's pretty common. I don't know if condition's the right word, but I like sweat a lot, like profusely, that I would get rashes and it would be extremely uncomfortable. In my armpits, I would sweat a lot. I don't know if you can see the scars, maybe. I had hyperhidrosis surgery to close or shrink my sweat glands or something because it was getting to a point where I could not freaking live my life. It was hell. And so many people in my school started saying that I had a boob job. I'm like, guys, I'm literally in grade 10. First of all, how was I gonna afford this boob job? Second of all, like, why would I get a boob job? I'm in grade 10. Like, I'm literally an infant. Let's talk about periods. I actually love talking about periods. I feel as if I'm pretty educated on it. I've really dove deep into learning about like the different phases and my energy levels and how to support my body while I have my period and things that I should do. So one thing I do is seed cycling. So there's like certain seeds that you're supposed to have in the different stages of your period. So my sister makes me these like energy balls that have like flax seeds in it and stuff, just like supporting my body through my menstrual phases. I have an interesting relationship with my period because as much as I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate getting my period, I also love getting my period because it is a sign of my health and it is a sign that my body wants to get pregnant. I don't freaking want to get pregnant yet, but it's like a sign that my body wants that. You know, it's very healthy and it's very normal to get your period, and I used to always dread it. Birth control, I've never taken the pill, I've never had an IUD or anything like that. I've always been very into tracking my cycle, and I have an Aura ring. I don't have it on right now just because I'm, you know, doing my makeup, but I do love my Aura ring, and it actually tracks my temperature. So that is a form of birth control, to track your temperature, and it tells me like literally to the day, to the T, to the time when I'm gonna get my period. And it's really amazing to learn so much about my body. For my period, I'm not a pads girl, I am a tampon girl, but I've also recently started using discs. I don't know if you've seen them, the disposable ones, not reusable. I haven't tried the reusable ones yet, but it's like a disc. It looks huge and it looks intimidating and it looks scary, but honestly, once you do it, it's not scary. And it stays in for like 12 hours. I really like it personally. And then I always use period underwear, specifically Knix or Knix-Teen. It's so good to sleep in because I don't want to sleep in a pad. So yeah, periods suck, but I do find it like a fun way to think that we're all connected. Like we're all going through this together. You're not alone. I know they hurt sometimes, but you're not alone. How fun is it that the more time you spend with your friends, the more your periods actually sync up? Like our bodies sync our periods together. Like I find women's bodies so incredible and magical, and I honestly appreciate my period. This is like not really on topic, but I just love being a girl. I want to get ready. I want to take hours to get ready. I want to be so extra. I want to wear heels in the winter just because it's like iconic to wear heels. And then I want to complain about how my feet hurt. Like I just want all the parts of being a girl. I think I would be a really good older sister. It's a shame that I was never, like obviously I have a brother, but like I do fear I'm struggling from blush blindness because I don't know when to stop. I can actually never stop. My makeup actually looks really good though right now. Does everyone do this or is it just me? Before I go out, I always need to like take a video of what it looks like on the front camera just to see, because I fear I can never blend properly. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever used this, but like this is literally hairspray on your freaking face. It makes you actually be glued shut. That can't be good for you. Okay, and the lip combo tonight is Charlotte Tilbury in Iconic Nude. Oh my god. Eats, literally devours, and then Pillow Talk. Guys, it looks so good. Aperol in hand, outfit in check. We're going, ladies. Thank you for joining me on the Girl Talk, and I'll see you soon, and I love you. Say bye, guys.